Wow, this is a little odd. I don't even know where to look. Okay, this is the real me. I mean, even on our other YouTube channels and things, I'm very real with you guys, but at the same time, you get an edited version of we practice and we, or not, maybe not on our adventures account. Adventures with C3, it's very much real, just in time, but we do edit it somewhat. Because we want to make it interesting for you guys. But on this one, I don't have time for it. And I want you guys to actually see the real us and get to know us and know that you're not alone, because most likely you guys are the same as us. You are probably like me, sitting in the parking lot, waiting for your child at music lessons, trying to put another one to sleep in the back. Your car's a mess, you're bored in the car, and the only difference might be you do something productive with your time and I'm making a video and trying to figure out where the camera is. All right, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit more detail of what has been going on with me. Sorry. Okay, so one of the things that happened is about 7 months ago, I went in for a dermatology skin check where they look over your entire body. You get naked, you put on a gown, you do get to wear your undergarments, but anyway, they look you over with even a microscope. As you can tell, I have a ton of freckles. I am covered head to toe. And in my family, we didn't have skin cancer that we knew of until about 5 years ago. And I had a family member I'm very, very close to that was diagnosed. In fact, theirs was melanoma, and it scared me to death. But not enough that I actually went. I mean, I wanted to, but I never made the time. And this is where I'm going to tell you, you need to make the time, because I went, like I said, 7 months ago, and there was one mole that, it wasn't even a mole. I mean, it was, but it was white, and it looked normal. I mean, it just looked like a raised bump in my skin. The only thing that was different was that it would bleed every now and then, because I would catch it on things like my skirt or like the zippers and things like that, and so then it would start bleeding. I've had this mole for a long time. I have several more that look exactly like it, but they aren't concerning to the dermatologist. Anyway, she went ahead and decided to biopsy my arm when I went in. Maybe I should try and edit or insert pictures, or you can follow me on Instagram if you really want to see pictures of my process of what I've done. Let me know. We'll figure it out, maybe. Anyway, I went in, had the check. I came home thinking nothing of it, because she even thought nothing was going to happen. And we were going to do a routine schedule of once a year, I'll go in, get checked out, and then, just make sure that I'm not growing cancer cells. The next day, I get this call saying, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have basal cell. My heart dropped at that moment. I didn't know what to do. I really didn't. I was scared, but at the same time, my dermatologist walked me through things. I mean, this is all over the phone. She was amazing about that, because also we were in the pandemic. So, it wasn't like I had to be called back in. And on top of that, my dermatologist is 2 hours away from me. I know I should get someone closer, but at the moment, I'm very happy with her, and I would stick with her in a heartbeat. Anyway, I went and got this done. Got it done, but after the biopsy, got the results. She told me that it's a very, very slow growing, oh, look, he's almost waking up. A slow growing cancer. That I could wait a couple of weeks to get it out. But here's the thing. I had stitches already in from the biopsy in my wrist, and I wasn't allowed to exercise for 2 weeks at least. And I didn't want to wait. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have time to wait because I wanted to get back on my fitness journey, which I haven't done completely, and that's beside the point. I went and I immediately scheduled it, and basal cell is a very, very common skin cancer. It's very slow growing, but it's still something that needs to be taken care of. It doesn't spread like melanoma does rapidly, and can be, I mean, melanoma is very, very scary. Basal cell, like, you know, I've heard everyone in their lifetime at some point will get it. No matter, you know, what color, what, you know, skin type, your age. So, I mean, eventually everyone will have this. But it's still scary. When you hear the word cancer, it's scary. Anyway, I went in and got my arm cut open. I mean, honestly, I look like a filleted fish kind of thing. I had, you know, a gaping hole when I looked down. I probably should not have looked down. It made my stomach hurt. But I did. And yes, I was awake during it. And, you know, it was interesting though. I mean, I'm kind of glad I did look down. Not the moment when it happened. And then I got sewed up, and now I have a little bit of a scar, but where it was, let me see if I can show you. Hold on. Can I flip this? Nope. So I'll see if I can show. You can see the pink a little bit. I have about a 2-inch scar. It goes around, and if, again, I'll see. I might not be able to, it depends on how much time I put into editing this. If I decide to edit it, most likely you're going to get the raw version. But anyway, I have this scar, and I've had only a couple of people actually comment and think it's a bruise or something. The pink will go away after a while, but it doesn't bother me as much as maybe someone else. And maybe it's because it's my wrist. I don't think a lot of people are looking at my wrist. Anyway, I now have to go back every 3 months for these skin checks. I went back, and on, let me see, in October was my last skin check. And there was a small bump here, like it looked like a pimple. That's what it looked like. And she didn't think that, she's like, well, we could biopsy it, but it didn't look like anything concerning. But if it grew, then I was supposed to call and things. Well, it kind of grew right away, and I didn't do what I was supposed to. I didn't call her. I'm like, I'm going to see her in 3 months anyway. I'll just wait it out. Looking back now, I regret that decision. I should have made the time. I should have went ahead and did it, because when I went back, and it was a huge blister, more so looking. I'm trying to think of it was just like this big pus pocket on top of my ear. I looked kind of like an elf. Is what I had, pointy ear. So anyway, when she saw it last Thursday, she's like, oh, it's grown, and we need to biopsy that. And I knew it, and I was fine with it, because I don't want to take any chances. And sure enough, the next day I get the call. I mean, everyone kept asking, have you heard? Have you heard? And I'm like, nope, no good is good. No news is good news. And then I got that call, and my heart sunk, but at the same time, I felt better. There's other things in my life going on that caused me more worry. I have family members that are on their deathbeds, it feels like, and I'm praying every day that they get better. I have, sorry. I have a family member that's in critical condition, and that is harder than anything I have to deal with right now. But anyway, I go back in 2 more weeks to get this removed. And this time, though, it's not going to be where they take a big chunk of skin out. They're going to take little bits of pieces, because since I don't have, your head, you don't have skin to be able to pull from, and you want to minimize scarring, they'll take a little chunk at a time and go and biopsy it. And then it'll tell them, hey, you need to move up, to the right and get more. And so they'll take it a little bit more that way. And if they get it all, then they'll move to a different direction or whatever. Until it's all gone without having to take the extra skin. Like my wrist, it was a huge chunk taken out for just a teeny tiny mole. Just because it was easier, I guess. Really, they may have done the surgery if I insisted on it, but it wasn't needed. I have the extra skin. If anything, it firmed up my arm, right? But anyway, I'm going to take you guys on this journey. I want to know, do you guys have some questions? I can ask my dermatologist. Maybe she'll be willing to answer them, and help us walk along this journey. I am one that I never went tanning. I didn't go these tanning beds or anything like that. But I also didn't use sunscreen growing up. My mom would tell me, put on sunscreen if you don't want more freckles, or don't put on sunscreen so and protect your skin. And I didn't listen to her. I thought I knew better. And I'm wrong. I am so wrong. And here's the thing, is this didn't just happen to me, but several people I love have now, that are very, very close to me, and now it runs definitely in our family, have, either basal cell or some have had even melanoma. And I don't wish this on anybody. I want people to take care of their skin and take care of themselves. For me, I have a family to take care of, and the more surgeries and things even if it is just a little bit of a surgery, it puts me down. I'm not able to be with my kids and put, them as I need. Oh, there he goes again. But at the same time, it's so good for you. And I have been one that never put on lotions. I never did the sunblocks. I don't wear makeup really. I have, what is this called? Mascara on. That's pretty much all I live on. Now you will find me, I have sunscreen on. I wear it daily. Pretty much, especially if I leave the house. If I'm in the house, sometimes I do it to protect myself from the blue screen, or if I'm going to be on camera. But most of the time, I am a very simple girl. So I am finding myself trying to become a little bit more natural in things. And I would love to hear your all's tips. Let me know what you guys think, what your questions are. I'm going to take you along. And if you don't want to see it, you don't want to see it. I get it. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.